Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the topic of presentable hair. I have been thinking about this every day since I saw lip glosses TikTok a few weeks ago.
Y'all, it's day 3 wearing my natural hair fully shrunken. So let me tell you how I've been feeling. I do feel like other people find me less attractive, but I really had to think when these lame choose to only uplift black girls in wigs and makeup, they really are doing a disservice. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care about what that's going to do to your self-confidence, what that's going to do to your edges, what that's going to do to you as a person. And it's time for me to let those type of people go and find people who truly like me, you know, my real true self. I cannot believe how hard they make it in society as a black girl to just like your regular self. You know, the whites is getting up, flashing water on their face and leaving the house. God forbid a black girl do the same thing. I've had a few comments saying I look like so-and-so grown women. I guess all black girls look like grown women then, because that's what you look like if I take them braids and the makeup. Twin. Anyways, make sure you're not dragging people down with your insecurity. And I hope more people do this, because the more black girls that do it, the more easy it's gonna be, you know what I mean? But yeah, bye y'all.
And then I went on her channel and I watched a few more of her videos, and it really has got me thinking. Now, I don't have 4C hair, obviously, but I do have curly hair, and it's very humid today. You can see how much the humidity has made this completely just frizz up, and I do have a little bit of breakage on the top. I am a little bit iron deficient, so even though I take my vitamins and things like that, I do experience tiny bits of breakage sometimes, and that causes me to sometimes, when it's very humid, for me to have, you know, like a TWA, which I'm fine with. But you know, I look at the girlies with the slicked back bun hairstyles, I'm like, oh, I could never do that, because number one, I don't like gel and hardness in my hair, and number two, I know that if I slick it down and sleep with it, the next day it's going to have messed up again. Now, I can't put a silk scarf on my head overnight and then the bonnet on top, because applying pressure to my head does trigger migraines. Because of that reason, I only use the bonnet, which means that my hair has more chance of getting messed up. But that's exactly what I want to talk about. What does messed up mean anyway? Who determines how much mess is presentable and how much mess is you looking like you're homeless? Because to be honest, you know, you see people, especially at Walmart, and there are people out here looking like they're homeless, whether they have completely straight hair or if it's some kind of curl to it. You know what I mean? You see the gals with the messy bun, especially the blonde messy bun, and their hair is all kinds of wrecked because they have dyed it at home too many times. I'll stick a picture right here to help you visualize what I mean. But those people just run out all the time. Now, yes, you don't want to go out looking like you're homeless. I personally think it's a good idea to look some kind of presentable. But again, what is presentable? There was a time in history when rocking natural hair in certain parts was not considered presentable. Of course, those standards have changed today, and you can go out and rock your natural hair however you want. But if you've ever heard of Mayowa's World, and she has free-form locks that she has been growing for a long time, she doesn't really do anything with her hair. Sure, she puts cowrie beads in it and things like that, and it looks really cute, but at the same time, you look at it and you're like, wow, that is really out there. And she has gotten really dragged before for saying that she likes her hair exactly the way it is. And hey, you know what? If you want to do that, more power to you. I personally wouldn't rock that hair. That's her choice, and that's what she thinks looks good. I haven't really thought about it too much before this summer. I just thought, you know, okay, if I want to go out, if I have my hair back in a bun, or if I have it in braids, everything needs to be 100% pressed down, no frizz coming off. If my hair is like in this state, where there's, you know, some kind of semblance of being out, not tied down, it's loose, then I personally don't care about frizz. A lot of people like to define their curls, and I really don't care either way. If they look defined, cool. If they don't look defined, that's cool as well. But what's new for me is trying to rock this part here, not necessarily defined. This is exactly how I went to work. I put my hair back in this little half up, half down style. It was longer. The humidity has made it shrink. It was probably about here, and it's since shrunk up. But yeah, I rocked this to work, and I got a lot of compliments on it. People said it looked cute. One of the things I like to do is accessorize. You see, I've got these flowers in my hair, and I think that also helps the hairstyle. But I've been looking more into like that boho chic messy style, and especially the girls that have been doing like that boho braids thing recently. Now, I would never do that, number one, because I am not great at parting, and number two, because I prefer the twist look over braids. Now, at some point I think I will try braids just to try it, but I already know I'm not gonna love it as much as I love rocking twists. And with twists, I don't think I could realistically twist the hair and leave bits out as I'm doing it. My hair is gonna lock up, and if you want to have locks in your hair, that is totally fine. You know, like the passion twist, all butterfly locks, things like that. You know, if that's what you want to rock, fine. But for me, I prefer to have my hair loose so that I can style it in a whole lot of different ways. And I know you can style locks too, but the one thing you can't do with locks is easily take it out of the locks so that you can have it loose again if you want to rock a fro or a wash and go. And I have been learning to rock a fro this year. I could never figure out how to do it before, and I love the fro. So the wash and go, the fro, I've been playing with those a lot more recently, which has also been getting me to revisit that video that I've been thinking about every day from lip gloss, and thinking, okay, how much frizz can I have on my head before it looks unkempt? What does unkempt mean? And so for me, this is how I've been rocking my hair all day. You know, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, girl, you look cute today. And that's what I've been doing. So I'm going to continue pushing that boundary and seeing how much do I think looks okay. Now, if, you know, I'm gonna deliberately mess up my hair here. If you just have like bits of it just coming off, you know, I think that's a bit too much, personally. But I like to observe people. I live in an area that's predominantly white and Hispanic, and a lot of people have really straight hair or loose curly hair versus tightly coiled kinks. And I've been looking at these people, and half the time people come in and their hair has all sorts of flyaways, especially younger kids. You see all the time in the store, their hair is just a bird's nest. I think a bird's nest can look really good actually if you dress it up correctly with the right lipstick, earrings, jewelry, correct dress. If you really glam up something, you can make it look good and make it look artfully messy. So that's my next journey, is to push the boundaries of what we consider done hair, presentable hair, messy hair. Even though I have looser curls, I still have a way to go to figure out how can I feel confident stepping out of the house in this or that particular style. And I usually do feel confident stepping out of the house. There's been a couple things where I showed up to work and I was like, I don't know how this looks, like I don't love it, but I'm just gonna rock it anyway because, you know,
it took too long to do and I didn't have time to fix it.
If I hate it, I don't ever have to wear it again. And if people want to make comments about it, then that's their prerogative, but no one ever has, so that's good. And I understand that that's not everybody's experience, but I don't think that should stop people in this day and age from just doing what you want to do. My goal is to encourage people to love their hair as much as possible, because despite the fact that I'm not around a lot of people that have really tightly textured hair, I do know a few people, and whenever I see people wearing their natural 4C hair, I love it so much. It's just, I'm that person that's like, please let me touch your hair, because I just want to put my hands in it and just feel it. I don't know, I love feeling hair. I know it's not good for the hair, and I know that people aren't comfortable with that, but I love hair, whether it's straight hair or curly hair, from super fine to super coarse. Just, it all looks beautiful, whether it's super short or super long. I just want everybody to love their hair no matter what. And I want us to all start redefining what we consider presentable hair, especially on textured hair. So yeah, those are my thoughts, and this is my look for the day. I know this is kind of a long, rambly video, but I just want us to challenge the definition of presentable hair, no matter what texture your hair is, but particularly if you have anything in like the 3-range hair. And I know the hair typing system has its problems, but when I say a particular type, you get an image in your mind, and that's the reason why it can be helpful to continue to use it until we come up with something better. I have some more videos planned that I'll see you on in the future, so until next time, don't forget to always love your curls.